Well, got me, guys. They got me. They finally figured me out, man. I've been trying the cap for years, and it just hasn't been working, man. I finally got to accept that I'm just a fake wannabe, man. That will never be. I'll never be the gangster I dreamed. It's tough. It's a tough realization, man, to realize that you know you're not who you've been your whole life. Just because there are some people that think they can define you. Maybe they're right? Maybe those strangers that don't know anything about you are actually righter about your life than you are. Hey. What's up, y'all? Serious J, when that's the only great one left back in the flesh, man. If you didn't know what's going on all the way down like an elevator and it's going all the way up like a turtle. Now, make sure you double tap that screen. You know what I mean? Excuse me, don't be back in the algorithm. We already in the algorithm with the rhythm. Appreciate everybody that's been liking, commenting, subscribing, you know what I'm saying, and bobbing, you know what I'm saying, and we thriving, you know what I mean, getting to the next level, you know what I mean, S-wording on these devils, you know what I'm saying, and these B words, and you know what I'm saying, the words that we're not going to say because we don't want to get taken out of the monetization, you know what I'm saying, and our monetization is definitely, you know what I'm saying, it's monetizing, you feel me? Yeah, what's up, people? I see y'all. Hit that screen, man. Double tap that screen if you're just coming in. And yeah, man, I'm gonna have to keep it real with y'all, man. Finally the jig is up, man. You know, I'm a fake one, apparently. What's up? Kiara Scott says hi. How you doing, love? Yeah, so we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it's getting spooky. It's getting spooky out here, man. You know, and I gotta be real with myself, man. You know, maybe I am just a fake. Maybe I am just a fake me. Maybe I'm not the real me, right? Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, this money that I be making every day, maybe maybe this isn't real money. Maybe I don't live where I live. Maybe I don't live on the water with a nice, nice neighborhood and, you know what I'm saying, grass and trees and peace. You know? Maybe all my jewelry is fake. My shades is fake, right? My shades are fake serial number. Everything's fake. It's all fake. It's money that, you know what I'm saying? This money I'm making every day. Ooh, some ones. What that nigga Boosie said, if you find some ones in there, I'm buzzing. If you find some ones, I'm buzzing. All right? Maybe this money's fake. Maybe this money that I'm making every day is fake. Ooh, some more. Okay, let's get those out of there. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Dubs and hundos. Right? Maybe this is fake too. Maybe the money I'm making is fake. Maybe the places I'm going, the people you know what I'm saying, the things that I'm doing, been doing for the last, wow, 30 years. Double tap that screen if you're not a hater, all right? Because I see not even double, triple, quadruple. It's about 10 times people than likes right now. So if you're looking at the screen right now, double tap it right now unless you're a hater, right? I see some of y'all commenting. I can't read it all and pop it at the same time. But we got shit to address, man. We got shit to address. And if you're not a hater, double tap the screen so we can chop it up. You know what I'm saying? If you are a hater, it's okay. You can stay too. You know what I'm saying? But look, obviously we got people out here that really don't understand. Stop. All right. If you put one more post, Nami, whoever, all right, that's it. You're out of here. You're in timeout. Like, how's you sending 75 things of what's your name? Just look right here. You know what that is? That's a foreigner that don't really understand English, and he's probably just that's the one thing he know how to say probably. So what's your name? Shout out to all my foreigners that be tapping in, you know what I'm saying? All the way from Middle East, you know what I mean, the Far East, you know what I'm saying, Africa, you know what I mean? And I don't see that thumbs up moving. I don't see it moving fast enough, which means a lot of suckers and haters that been coming to watch me lately. Wow. So hate really is the new love, huh? Hate really is the new love, huh? Oh. Same people looking at you, the same people hating on you, huh? That's what entertainment has come to. Wow. So you said I need a haircut. Yeah, because I'm still a barber, you know what I'm saying? I can make this much, every day as a barber. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm buying big bust downs and living on the waters and having 5 cars and buying, my people's brand new little joint yesterday and all this stuff that you can see right on my gram, right? That's cap, right? That's fake. What I've been doing for the me living in Vegas and in California, to be able to get locked up in California. How was I in California? Because I was living there. But I'm faking. That's fake. You can fake live in another state for 8 years. Oh, he must be fake. He was out there fake pimping, man, for 10 years straight. He was out there fake getting money, buying fake cars, buying fake jewelry, buying fake Gucci's, buying fake places to live, buying fake Frenchies. It's all fake. It's all fake, man. This isn't me. I'm not me, okay? I'm not me. Please, don't ever think that I'm Serius Jones. I'm just some guy acting like Serius Jones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Serius Jones ain't nobody. Who the hell is he? All he is the first guy to make battle rap cool to the world. That's all he did. All he did was have the first viral videos ever from an urban street nigga on Instagram. YouTube, and you know what I'm saying? World star. All he did was help create a whole genre for thousands of young black men to eat. That's all he did. What the hell is that? All he did was be outside and haven't had a job in literally 30 years and somehow has been able to live at the top of the food chain in Miami and in Vegas and in New York and in New Jersey. He ain't nobody. How was he? Anybody could do that. Anybody could come home from beating a life case and then just turn right back up again. Anybody could lose it all and get it right back and then be right back at the top of everybody's algorithm with 10, 15 videos getting posted about them a day, regardless of what the subject matter is. Anybody could do that, right? Anybody could make phrases that the whole world winds up saying. Squares in your circle. This right here. I said, hey, yo. The phrases that every battle rapper in existence says before a thing. Anybody could do this. Anybody can make up some of the illest quotes and lines and just have, anybody could implement a style that's never been seen before to the point where they said, oh, Jones just be talking. He ain't even rapping. He ain't really rapping. He just talking. Now, what's the saying that they say when you're rapping very good? Talk to him. Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Yeah, Jones is fake, man. The hell? You know what I'm saying? That's why he caught that case, man. Because he's a fake pimp. That's why he caught the case. Yeah, because he was beating the girls up. Yup, he was beating the girls up, and that's why he caught the case, right? Yeah, but why didn't he get convicted? Well, I mean, he did get convicted. He was in jail. No, you mean why didn't he have to do life with the human trafficking? Because, I mean, look, because he lucked up. He lucked out. Oh, so wait a minute. It don't have to make sense. So what? It don't gotta make sense. So what? He was across the country in another state. He could have still somehow been kidnapping somebody when he was in another state. Hey, this is Jones here. He's capable of doing all type of whackness. Right? So what? We found out that it was cap. So what? We still gonna say that Jones is fake. So what? We found out that we seen the videos of when niggas with lumps all on their head and you know what I'm saying? So what? So what? Jones don't even be talking about it until we bring it up. We gotta act like Jones cares, man. That's our only way, okay? This is our only way to make sure Jones doesn't, Jones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know Jones. We know Jones from the TV. We gotta make sure he's not at that level anymore. No, you're a has-been, Jones. That's what we want you to be, man. So you got, hey, stop going up. No, stop. Stop rapping so good. Stop acting like you still that guy, Jones. No. We don't care how much money you're making. We don't care how you're living. We don't care what you're driving. We don't care how handsome and young and in shape you still look. We don't care that you're taking our bitches. We don't care, Jones. We don't want you to make it in the battle rap community, okay? That is the position we're taking. And I'm gonna fight for it, all right? I'm gonna keep calling you corny, even though you one of the littest niggas in existence, okay? So what, you got bad dimes that do whatever you want? You're corny. That's why. Yeah. But any nigga could do that. Any nigga could have a bunch of women go out there and do whatever. Any nigga could still dominate battle rap as a 44-year-old man. Yeah, anybody could do this. What's up, new people? I see y'all, man. Double tap that screen if you just coming in. If you're not a hater, man, give me that thumbs up, man. Wipe your feet when you come in the door, man. Welcome to Jones Land, man. We keep it real and authentic over here with no cap, no seasoning. This is just pure passion, inspiration, motivation. A lot of y'all keep me going, and I appreciate y'all because y'all keep me having the energy and the ambition to stay a voice. And not just a voice, not saying I'm speaking for the culture or anything else. I'm just speaking for my perspective and as an OG, as Unc, for real. I really am Unc. And a lot of y'all grew up watching me, man. Let's keep it real. A lot of these guys, y'all grew up watching me. Y'all grew up watching my videos. You grew up whatever. And some of y'all looking at me like I'm the super senior, right? I'm the senior that been here all this time. So I'm still, around getting the girls, being at the top of the food chain. And there's some of y'all niggas that really just want me to get out of here. Like, I get it. He said, all right, I'm reading some of y'all. He's like, 100, go, Wolf, salute, facts. You tried it, says 100, for 20 plus years. Bruh, beard remind me of a Hebrew Israelite. Okay. He said, legends never die. Salute, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read some of your chains looking like Slick Rick. Yeah, I wish. Shit. Honestly, I did this myself, right? I like to design my own jewelry. If y'all know anything about the Serius Jones legacy, y'all see I've always had chains. I've always had jewelry. In the Mook battle, I had that big old chain on, right? I had that chain was from Aviani, right? If y'all know anything about Aviani, if y'all hear a little bit, hey yo, and it's way more than double people in here that still ain't hit that like, man. Stop fucking hating. Hit the thumbs up, man. Hating ass niggas. Come on, man, with that shit, man. I don't like when I gotta keep saying that. What's up with y'all? Just gonna keep looking at me and not, you one of these niggas? All you gotta do is go like that. Fuck wrong with you? Y'all niggas be out, some evil people in this world, man. They just ain't got no love in their heart, but whatever. Anyway, long story short is, this legacy, this journey that's been the last 20-something years, bro, it ain't nothing fake about it, bro. If anything, yes, you can say I've been a lot more passionate recently. When you see me talking, it might be a little more aggression in it. It might be a little more earth on top of it. Because you know why? Look how many people we got here, and look how many likes we got here. Why I always gotta fight uphill? Why I always gotta fight for what's mine? Even though I've been the guy for how long? It's not an accident I'm still getting booked. It's not an accident I'm still, relevant enough to where I could go do shows, tours, things of that nature. We about to go on a tour of Africa, bro. Shout to Africa, man. Afro Jones, I'm coming, baby. You know what I'm saying? I won't be in the club in Africa talking about Bego Loco, shake it till it break no more. What I say? Oh, and y'all, shout to everybody that's been checking. I knew y'all was gonna like it, but I didn't know y'all was gonna like it this much because the same people this is the beautiful part about the internet and nowadays. And if you haven't already, by the way, subscribe. Subscribe. New people, if you just coming in here, I'm gonna give y'all a little update on what's happening, all right? We get into the narratives, man. We addressing the elephants in the room that these people wanna, you know what I mean, try and pull and push at the Serius Jones brand with. He's faking. He's trying to act like he's someone he's not. He cares what we think. He's always trying to prove himself. He's always trying to be a gangster. First of all, allow me to tangent one time. What do you think the qualities of a real P is supposed to be? A player. What qualities do you think makes a woman want to give a man herself, her money, and her life, really? You think you being a gangster and being the scary guy, the scary wolf, that's what's gonna make them do that? You think that's the image that I even think is effective to present to the world? That's not an effective strategy to me, first of all. I never thought it was smart to be the biggest gangster or to look the toughest or anything. That's never, ever what I wanted to be, okay? It doesn't make any sense for anybody to even act like that's who he's being. No, Jones is passionate, okay? Jones speaks from the soul. If you notice, Jones just be whatever it is. It could be whatever topic. If I'm passionate about it, I'm going right in there. I'm going to go right to the, and I'm going to say whatever I feel, to the point where it's controversial sometimes. Sometimes it's like, it's a unique perspective. Sometimes it's what we all was thinking, right? And it's like, damn, Jones, yeah, you put it like that. No one ever put it that way. That's my gift. If you're not understanding what my gift is, women, and the women that I've been blessed to have in my life, they understand my gift in that way. They understand how I could teach them how to communicate better, like how I communicate with y'all. It's not an accident that I'm able to build with this mouthpiece in multiple facets and fashions. From a stage, from writing lyrics to other artists, from writing articles, right? From winning essay contests when I was 9, right? Statewide, Martin Luther King, I'm meeting the governor, all of this stuff. It's all from the same gift, bro. I'm blessed by Allah, by the grace of Allah. We got 4 times the people in here than likes. Hit that like if you looking at me right now. Stop being a hater, man. Come on now. Salute. He said real-ism. Salute. Real-ism. Hello? Thank you. Thank you, because that's what it is. It's ism. The ism, I didn't even notice. You know what ism was in? I didn't even realize this. And you just brought it full circle for me. Thank you, brother. Ism is in the Quran. You heard me? The word ism is in the Quran. You know what it means? Of God. Huh? Huh? Do you hear me? Ism means of God. It's in the Quran. So people that don't understand, when you say I'm some real ism, they think, first of all, square bears don't even know what that means. Allahu Akbar, Assalamu alaikum to all my believers too, alhamdulillah, you know what I'm saying? But they don't even understand the gift of being a P. It doesn't mean some guy that's taking advantage of women and just being some greaseball. No. Now, of course, there are lots of men like that in that type of profession. Of course. The same way there's lots of greasy, messed up women in that world. Of course. Right? But does that mean that anybody that deals with the nightlife or deals with women and money or deals with the club or deals with the strip club or deals with digital things like OnlyFans or this or that, if you're a businessman and understand how to monetize business with a woman, right? It could be real estate, it could be crypto, it could be whatever. If you understand business and you understand women, that is a beautiful combination if you're not a waist down nigga. If you're not waist down brown and your neck up chuck. If you got enough wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to not only impart that onto another person, but also to build and help yourself be a better person with that person. That is ism. Okay? You can't fake that. You can't be a fake that. How you gonna be a fake person that literally builds with lies? You can't tell that woman he's fake. What you mean my daddy's fake? Do you know what he did? Nigga, we made this much. I got this in my name. I got land. My credit is this. What could possibly be fake about any of that? You hear me now? Yeah, that's you know what I mean? I just wanted to make sure I understood that, you know what I'm saying, what that means. The ism, when it's on a pure level, it's a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? And I saw a meme that said that, and it's so accurate. We got 3 times the people that's likes in here. You sitting here looking at me but not liking me, that means you're a hater. So double tap the screen and wipe your feet when you come in my house, man. That's all. When y'all come in the house, just wipe your feet, man. If you want to sit down and curse me out afterwards, all right, but just wipe your feet when you walk in here. Hello? And I ain't even shared this yet. You know what I'm saying? We over 100 and change. I ain't even shared this yet. Hold on. I gotta put y'all, I gotta cool y'all out, man. You know what I'm saying? We getting too hot, baby. You know what I'm saying? We getting too hot. Too hot in the spot. Gotta cool y'all out, right? Hey, yo, and you're blocked, man. You're blocked. Sad part is, there's some of y'all that really are, no, brother's phone is not dead, brother. What are you talking about? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Let's be clear. You know, once we start going up, we get a couple more trolls in here. Yo, this is what's sad to me, bro. The internet reminds me just how much evil there is in the world, bro. I don't understand. I don't got no evil in my heart, bro. Even, okay, I'm gonna give y'all a real life story because I only deal with real life stories, right? So the fake P, the fake Mooslem, Serius Jones, right? Let me tell y'all about this fake ass nigga, Serius Jones, right? So there's a young lady that just hit him up, right? The Serius Jones guy. And she was basically saying, look, you know what I'm saying? We talked to each other almost in MySpace days. She showed me the picture from MySpace, right? Just made me reminded me of a bunch of stuff. It's still a lot of y'all that ain't hit that motherfucking screen neither, bro. Still a lot of y'all that ain't double tapped that screen with your hating ass. But anyway, so I'm like, yeah, MySpace? I'm like, how you even have access to that picture? How you even remember that? She's like, because I've been with this guy damn near ever since. And he basically had me, you know, like his prisoner. Like I ain't been able to do nothing. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, you know, this dude is just really controlling. He don't want to let me go nowhere. You know, I done had kids with him. I done had, you know, whatever, right? Same old song that I've seen, heard many, many times, right? So I link up with Shorty, right? Yo, bro, she had the Faddington of life. It was like, oh. It was full all that. It was like, I don't know, it's like, somebody said Jones was on drugs. Oh, stop, okay? Y'all crazy. I'm on coffee and I smoked. Like, stop. But yo, you know, when I do my animated shit, they be, oh, see, he was on. I was like, duh, right? Shorty gets in the car, long, beautiful hair down to here. Long hair, bubble, you know what I'm saying? And I had said some slick stuff just to see where her mind was at, right? I had said something to her like, she basically talks as if, you know, she got to get away from this guy for a second. So she's like, look, I don't want him to, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da. So I got a little bit of time to, you know, we could chop it up, right? But basically she's talking to me as if she wants to see about messing with me, leave this guy that's been abusing her, right? And I basically curved her back in the day, right? So if I'm such a manipulative guy that's trying to take advantage of people and doing grimy, fake, you know, halfway stuff, then why am I curving people? Why am I curving and dismissing, you know what I'm saying, women that are not, you know, that wanna mess with me, right? So she could, okay, and that's another thing. You can say a lot of stuff, but you can't call me a liar here, right? It's a reason why there's 200 people here right now. They know I'm not lying, bro. They know I'm not lying. So if you think I'm a liar, you gotta go, right? Because that's the one thing Serius Jones don't do on here, bro. And that's sad that in a world like today, one of the most honest and genuine people ever is one of the most hated. That's crazy. I never did nothing to y'all but tell y'all the truth. I never even cared about no clout or nothing. I never showed y'all. Think about it. You don't have one video of one of my girls. You don't even know what none of my girls ever look like. You don't have no videos of me showing no guns or no tough stuff. When have I ever showed y'all a gun? If I care about looking like a gangster and tough and clout, why I don't see no videos with the gun that you know I just got locked up with? Why it's not in none of my videos? Why is there no criminal activity that I'm glorifying on camera if I'm trying to be tough? It doesn't make sense. Peas are not supposed to be tough, bro. They're supposed to be player and smooth and smart and slicker than salamander saliva on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? But y'all greener than grasshoppers ass on St. Patrick's Day, so y'all don't got a clue about what is live and what is lame. Okay? It's a bunch of people that's sitting at home just typing on their phone. They don't know nothing about Jones. They don't know nothing about where I'm from. And they don't know about, you know what I'm saying, what it means to be a real one. So I get that. You know what I'm saying? He said bars. He said Cuzzo. He said put the loop. G pimpin'. What's up, OG? You got that grill in Texas? No, I got it in Atlanta from my boy Gangsta Grills, ATL. Go is a cool player nigga that's actually living in Africa. This is what I'm saying. This is my friends doing. Moving to Africa. Doing grills. Player nigga from Detroit. Shout out to my brother. Gangsta Grills ATL on Instagram. He'll get you right. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna break your arm and your leg. You know what I'm saying? Real natural diamonds. You know what I mean? Real natural diamonds. You know what I'm saying? For those that, you know, there'll be a lot of hate on that tip too. You got people talking about Jones diamonds, your jewelry's fake or this is fake. Like, bro, everything's fake, huh? The man that been around for 30 years is now fake somehow. That's the last move, right? Anything to keep Jones from the greatness and the stardom that you know that he been deserved, right? Anything to try to pull him and keep him. No. You see me I'm climbing out of this shit again? And the nigga got, that's another thing. Look, my blinds, niggas was coming from my blinds, right? Never mind the built-in, you know, the new technology, you know what I'm saying, lighting systems, you know what I'm saying, the stove with the grill built in. Never mind all the good, you know what I'm saying, state-of-the-artness. Never mind the views of the bay. Never mind my cars parked in the back. Never mind the, you know what I'm saying, the $15,000 Frenchie. Never mind the bust downs, you know what I'm saying, and never mind the bankrolls y'all see me counting every other day. Never mind all that, right? Come on, bro. And none of this is like glorification. I just be living. But I find it crazy and ironic that after, you know what I'm saying, after years, after 20-something years of being here just out of the love, now these are the moves that people are trying to come at Jones with. Jones must be just some fake cat, old nigga trying to be cool. But what I was saying was, you know how that wound up like this? The flies. It's like flies be sneaking in here because I'm by the water. We busting right now, man. We busting, man. You know what I'm saying? 400 people in this motherfucker. I need to see that light going up, bro. It's some of y'all niggas that don't know what's going on, but it's some of y'all that know what's going on. Y'all gotta represent for the other ones so they can know what's going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. Follow that. Double tap that screen. Subscribe. It's the reason why we going up like this, man. It ain't accidental. You know what I'm saying? Double tap that screen, man. I need to see them likes match. Matter of fact, I'm about to stop talking, bro. I'm about to stop talking till that shit start evening up, bro. Y'all niggas need to get them numbers even right there, bro. Them likes, that thumbs up should look the same as those people. And y'all can see both of those right now. So if you one of the motherfuckers that's keeping it from getting there, you holding it up for everybody else. I'm about to stop talking until y'all niggas get that up. Get that right, bro. You said I'm high as fuck. No, I'm not, brother. Actually, I can't smoke while I'm on here, so you know what I'm saying? I ain't even get to properly medicate yet. I'm turned, brother. I'm turned off life, brother. I promise you. I'm turned up on life. My game was saying yesterday, like, yo, why you so hype? Bro, I'm turned, bro. This shit going up. It's real, man. What's wrong with y'all? I was really in a cell fighting for my life twice in the last couple years, bro. I've really been fighting to be a father to my daughter. That's the world to me. What? I really almost got unalived several times, bro. I'm really fighting the devil in real life. Y'all think this is a joke? Y'all think this is a game, a gimmick? All of a sudden, somebody that dedicated their whole life to their craft and what they love and their passion and is one of the best in the world at it, all of a sudden, that person is somehow fake? How could you even do that in your own mind? Because at the end of the day, you got a lot of animosity in your heart for somebody that reminds you of what you're not. You don't have enough passion like that about anything. A lot of y'all ain't even passionate enough about your kids. You don't even feel like this about your own kids. Ain't nothing that could turn you up that'll make you fight to the death for something. Hello? I'm fighting to the death for mine. I'm going to the ends of the earth. I'm going out in a blaze of glory. I'm going all out. What? That's what Serius Jones is. And if you don't know that yet, you don't know Jones. You one of these people that just be getting the bits and the pieces of what you done heard, but you ain't did your homework. You ain't tapped in. You ain't pay attention. Because if you went to my page, you would see the guys that unfortunately was in the places with me. That's like, nah, Wolf, yo, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy to see you home. I'm happy to... That's what you gonna see if you really tap in with Jones. Ain't no cap in my rap, bro. Never was. It's crazy to me to be 40-something, and this is the move all of a sudden people are trying with me. But in terms of... Now, let's get into Islam. He said, pay attention to positivity. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I need to do more of. And I will be real with myself about that. Sometimes I do give negativity some of my attention, right? But because it's the elephant in the room, bro. You could act like the elephant's not there, but while you're talking to people, they're still just like, but this elephant though, what about this? I don't see that matching either yet. I don't see them likes matching the people. Matter of fact, y'all about to go on timeout. Y'all about to go on timeout. Because I don't see the likes matching the people, and I don't like that. What's up, Sherry, bro? See? Sherry, I should be paying attention to you, Sherry. Forget that, right? They don't love me. But you love me, right? I know you love me, mama. Right? Yeah. You love daddy. You know daddy's the truth, right? See, I seen it. I seen him. I seen what he did. Right? So he said, I feel you, bro. I've been there. I'm going to read some of what y'all saying, but I'm not going to keep saying too much until y'all get them likes up, bro. Because that means some of y'all hating. He said, snot. Who's snot? I don't know who snot is. Stop, Shay, man. Come on, you can come up. He said, all right. He said, blowing people up is not a law. Okay, yeah, let's segue into that. I agree. Blowing people up is not a law. But this is the irony that I don't think people understand about Islam. Because if you're paying attention, y'all will see that there is a media, and there are several media people, but there was just recently a person that thought it was a good idea to try and champion the idea of the names of this video. Jones is a fake tough guy, a fake gangster, a fake Muslim. He's a fake. Serius Jones is a fake. This is what some people is really trying to sell to y'all. They really got an agenda pushing that. So much though that the natural contradiction that any man has must somehow be magnified when it comes to me. So I can't be a Muslim and also defend myself. I can't be a Muslim and also be violent. Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty. He just said, blowing people up is not Islam. Actually, the irony is, that's not exactly true. Because if you know anything about Islam, then you will know that the Prophet Muhammad, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? I don't know, say it right. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You know what I'm saying? All peace be, and all praise due to Allah and peace be unto him. I don't even like to talk about, religion and the details of the deen as much when I'm intoxicated or have any, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to keep it pure. So this is the thing with me. Y'all have never seen me out here perpetuating or championing or acting like I'm the Muslim poster child. Y'all have literally only ever even seen me show up to one battle dressed in a thobe. And you know what? I'm embarrassed to say this, but you want to know the truth? That was the first time I ever wore a thobe. That was the first time I ever wore a thobe. And you know why? Because honestly, not only was it I'm in Philly and it felt appropriate and whatever, but it feels good when you put on a thobe, yo. It feels good to put on a thobe. You know why? Because you don't even feel right doing sucker stuff with a thobe on. Right? It makes you think twice because you're like, damn, I can't be. One time I went to the club. Double tap that screen if you're looking at this video, man. Like I wish I had enough attention to find some of y'all, look at which ones is not, so I can just block y'all, because some of y'all is really just got hate in your blood. Stop the hate, man. Just show love, man. Why is it so hard for some people to just show love? It's free. Like that shows you how much shaitan rules this world. And that's what I've been learning more and more, because I know already, but the higher you go up and the more you're doing, the more people you're going to have trying to pull you down. Not only that, the more people you're going to have that want to see someone pull you down. To the point where they're just sitting there like, oh my God, they're getting that chance. Look, they're doing it again. Yeah. Hyenas. Not wolves. That's what I learned about jail. When I was in jail, and I had, stop, Sherry. See? Distractions everywhere. Phone, this, that. As soon as I start cooking, get something positive, I'm a spiritual person. I know it. I feel it. I see when people are trying to distract. You know what I'm saying? The devil always going to try to throw you off. That's the way it works. But when I'm in jail, or when I was in jail, it was spiritual warfare. I'm seeing the different challenges and the different tests right there in front of you. The same way here. So let me, because I know sometimes it seems rambly and it seems whatever, but there's always a method to the madness, and y'all know I'm colorful. I'm colorful in the way I think, so sometimes the way I talk, it might not see the whole picture until you finish listening to the whole thing, right? So I'm saying all this to say this. The guy that you just seen me and the guys that you just seen, basically disrespecting me and saying all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand that, bro. The 360 and the full circleness of it is, bro, I've been going out of my way to try and be the most righteous man that I can, but the more that you try, the more you have people playing. The more you have people trying to pull at you. The more you have people thinking they're going to get away with playing with your name. The more you got people that want to make a name off your name. And then they say at the same time, oh man, I ain't, you ain't nobody. Like, look, for instance, there's a guy here named Anumi Anuluf, which means I'm sure you're Muslim. And he just said goofy with 3 dots and laughing faces and 100. After not only hearing what I'm saying, seeing me in my home, looking handsome, the jewelry on, counting money, a loving animal right here, speaking good, positive, dialogue for my people. And that's the type of things that come out their mouths because they're evil. So it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, there are evil people in every realm, in every walk of life. Half of y'all niggas in here is probably evil. Messed up people that don't care. Don't got no love in your heart. Don't like seeing people do good. They like seeing people do bad more. That like being able to go and troll. That's what a lot of people like, bro. That's where we at. That's the truth of reality in the world nowadays. You know that, I know that. So don't associate me with that. I ain't never been one of those. If you look at anything about Serius Jones going back 20 years, you won't see me trolling nobody, except for somebody that talked about me first. You won't see me brandishing any weapons on cameras to look tough. You won't see me joining a gang. If I wanted to be tough, why wouldn't I just join a gang? Like all these other guys. Why wouldn't I just say, all right, I'm blood, I'm Crip? If Jones wanted to look so gangster and so tough, why would he never do that? And about the things that, all right, let me read some of y'all say. He said, facts, big facts. He said, I knew this was you. He said, Cuzzo, I've been trying to get at you. Tell Sean to get at me. Damon, what's up, cuz? You know what I'm saying? Look, my cousins, my family is real. All right, like my family, if you want to get in tune and learn about my life, say that. If you don't want to know, you like, I don't care. I don't want to know about your life. You ain't important enough, Jones. Who the hell is you? All you is a battle rap legend that changed the world. Nobody gives a damn what you think. If that's the case, then fine. Fine. I'm not important enough. I haven't done enough to be relevant to you in the world. That's fine. All right? Luckily for me, there's millions of humans that think different. There's millions of people that have heard the name Serius Jones. Millions. Think about what that means. Not in terms of clout, not in terms of fame, but in terms of what that means to me is my opportunity to share my perspective with the world, to share my life, right? To share my energy, my story, but most importantly, to share my God-given gift, right? So that I can feel good when I kneel down on this rug and I'm praying and giving thanks. I can feel positive about what I'm doing. So this is the part that I don't think people understand. The Prophet Muhammad was one of the best generals of all time. That is why Islam got so infamous the way it did, because the Prophet Muhammad was leading the brothers into certain unaliving. He's leading the brothers into a situation that there's no way they're gonna win this war. Like the war of Badr. They surrounded on all sides. There's all type of, the enemy they banding up together. You got your enemies banding together, which y'all see happening. And astaghfirullah, I'm no way at all trying to compare myself to the Prophet or nothing like that. So astaghfirullah, if it even sounds like that's what I'm doing. But I'm saying they gang up on you. And you have to wind up at some point pushing your line, which means what? Jihad. What does jihad mean? Holy war. So actually, blowing stuff up is in Islam. It says that for the cause of Allah, if you're going against somebody that's literally a positive person, I don't care that I'm a hustler. I don't care that I'm a P. I don't care that I done broke laws and did things that are outside the bounds of this country that was built off my ancestors' blood. Okay? I still believe in being a good human being, bro. I still believe in putting the best foot forward with what you do, with what's your name, with what's your household. I want my daughter, my family be able to walk walk the streets proud about the man I am character-wise, regardless of what it is that you think somebody does for a living. So I think people got the misconception because of what they think certain things mean. You think it means some guy being a creep and a greaseball and a whatever to be a P. I don't think of it that way. I think of myself being a boss Mac, a leader. A Muslim man is allowed to have 4 wives if he's able to financially support them and if your family is business. That's the difference. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the perspective that I really have, or that a lot of Muslim brothers have that actually are polygamous. Y'all thinking about sex. Y'all thinking it's about a man just being waist down and wanting or whatever. It ain't about that to us. We looking at it as, okay, what is the alternative? So we could be like you, marry one woman. Our natural urges is what? Women. That's the reality. So you can lie and say you never been with no other woman for the rest of your life, but usually that's cap. Usually most married men at some point in their life, especially if you got married young, you did something with another woman at some point in time. What's so bad about being the type of man that says, look, no, I don't want to have to lie to you. I don't want to have to cheat. I would rather, if I'm dealing with a woman, you know about it, she helps us because she's bringing stuff to the table, and I don't have a whole bunch of women that I'm putting my mans on the crap table with every other night. I'm only dealing with the inner circle of those that, one, I know where they've been. 2, it's a family business because she does this, you do this, you do that, right? This is the way that we lived in Africa before our colonizers came to us and basically brainwashed our women into believing that one man and a picket fence and whatever is the way that we are supposed to live. Happily ever after in love on some Little Mermaid, Rapunzel, Snow White, Cinderella, every single story. What is the story? A girl that's going through hard times and a handsome rich guy that comes along and makes it happily ever after. Am I lying? To the point where my daughter was reading The Little Mermaid one day. Shout out to baby Z, I love you. I love you so much, baby. And honestly, half of all of it, I love you too, Sharon. A lot of all of this aggression and me raising my voice and just seeming passionate is coming from that. I haven't been with my baby. And think about how much I went through to get back to my baby. So for people to be playing, talking about all this other stuff, you have no idea what I'm going through. You have no idea what my mental health, what it takes for me to even stay sane. And you want to play? You want to play with a man that almost lost his life twice, lost his family, and damn near lost his mind. You want to play with him. You think that's a good idea to try and poke at that guy. Then when that guy steps out of character, right? Then when he steps out of character and stands on it, then he's crazy. Then he's not being a Muslim. He's not being righteous. When you're trying to take food out of my daughter's mouth, you're trying to soil the name that I put blood, sweat, tears, and years into building. Where everybody that knows anything about Jones knows Jones ain't nothing goofy about Jones. You might say I'm goofy in terms of like, I am goofy in terms of jokes and, you know what I'm saying, I'm a little awkward with my humor and all that type of stuff. But they know ain't nothing sweet or soft about Jones. Never, ever was. That's how I got my name. I was literally battling niggas in the trenches of the trenches. Dolly. You seen the Mook battle. I'm battling whole hoods by myself. The fuck is y'all talking about? I'm out here literally copping old schools, whipping them, flipping them from the rooter to the tutor. Y'all see this shit on Instagram? Stop it. I'm literally designing my own. I design every piece. It's not I just buy it somewhere. I'm literally making it, cultivating my ideas from scratch and manifesting it and making it fire. But you gotta find something to hate about it, right? You can't just sit back and enjoy a real one winning, huh? He's fake. He's fake for being passionate and sharing what he's thinking or going through. I should have just kept the same perspective that I have this whole time that hindered my career of not sharing my life with you. Not sharing anything. Y'all didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. To the point when Clip said he was a barber, y'all, oh, he's a barber, that's what he's doing. Y'all didn't even know where I was. Y'all didn't know where I lived or nothing. Y'all didn't know I was living in Vegas. Y'all didn't know I was living in California. Y'all didn't even know. Until I got what? Locked up. You know why? Because I wasn't caring about no clout. Because I wasn't caring about being a rapper. Because I wasn't caring about, no disrespect, y'all. I wasn't caring about y'all. Which I feel bad about, honestly, now. Because I had people that really were looking, forward to me doing things that I let them down. And I do feel bad about that a little bit as an artist and as, as somebody that I did dedicate the majority of my life to this. So I do kind of feel whack that I didn't put my all into my rap career. But that's the weird part. Now that I'm putting my all into my stuff, you got people acting like I'm not, something's not authentic. When literally this is the most authentic story that I know of. I don't know nobody that started off with a life like mine. I don't know nobody that had a gun when they was 9. I don't know nobody that was able to accomplish thousands and thousands of dollars with grown-ups as a 14-year-old, as a 15-year-old. I made $25,000 in one day when I was 14, 1995. Millionaire March, October 15th. I don't know people that was able to do these things. This is what made me special to my neighborhood. This is what made me special to people for them to say, Jones, you're him, Jones. This is what made me get the confidence to do that when other people showed me. Not only told me, showed me. When that woman says, here, I'm putting this in your hands. And I'm like, oh, word? Damn, maybe I am him. Maybe I am him. When your back is against the wall, and what happens? You don't fall. I was facing the elbow from them people, like wrestling a rock. Come on, man. This shit is a legendary story, man. It's just going all the way up. And y'all are literally helping me. The haters that are doing all this stuff, y'all helping me. Because look how many people we got here right now. Look how much game we've been chopping. Look how much we've been monetizing this energy. So I appreciate all the energy. The only thing that I'm going to do, though, I'm going to step. I'm going to step. I'm going to stand on it, and I'm going to step forward. Life is serious, man. Wolf way or no way. Never been nothing fake about Jones, bro. Only problem that I do have sometimes, though, I do get a little passionate. I do seemingly get in my feelings, but y'all don't know me. So yeah, I might be in my feelings for a video, and then I sit back with Sherry and smoke something and count my thing and talk to my game and watch a thing, and I'm back in my whatever. Okay? I'm not sitting around thinking about nobody, bro. I'm not dwelling on no issues. Okay? I'm addressing them. It's a big difference. Dwelling, addressing. Okay? Now, ironically, you dwell at an address, right? See, this is why I can't help it. My brain just thinks in bars. But anyway, okay. Let me read some of y'all comments, what y'all saying, and we're gonna keep it moving. And I'm gonna put y'all in the refrigerator and cool up, cause it's been getting hot, baby. It's been getting hot. He said, okay, let me start with y'all. He said, this man needs a therapist, man. This is my therapy. This is therapy. What's wrong with this being my therapy? What's wrong with music being my therapy? What's wrong with creative and bars being my therapy? That's what it is, brother. Okay? If you didn't get it, this is therapy. 1. He said, speaking facts though, respect. And I will say publicly, the gang culture has far gone away from its original purpose of helping the black community. Facts, that's a super fact. As for those that don't know, that's what I was raised under. The Nation of Islam, okay? My dad was a revolutionary. We had choppers in the house. Hello? I didn't even, like, it's so much in my life that y'all don't know. And I never got to tell y'all because it's battle rap. Y'all don't get into people's lives through battle rap. You don't believe battle rappers. You think everybody just saying some shit. I'm not them, bro. I'm the one person in battle rap that literally does have the movie life. And I'm not saying one, there's other people that, got crazy lives, but I'm just saying in terms of my life and the extremes, it's not just, oh, he was busting his gun or he was tough. That's nothing. I never was trying to be tough. That's not a thing. The point with Jones is he just has an adventurous life. He has a crazy life. He has a crazy gift, and it's took him crazy places, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But God got his hand on me, clearly. Y'all seeing it. Y'all seeing it. People don't get into situations that I got in and come out of it the way that I've been coming out of it. And that's the bottom line. That's why it should be inspiration to you. It should be some inspiration to you. Because I'm inspiration to me. I'll be thinking like, damn, yeah, you did survive that. Damn, that shit turned you up. Y'all see how turned I am right now? See how, you see this is like, it's like damn near hard for me to talk in a calm voice. I'm so turned. Could possibly be fake about that. Real energy, bro. That shit is just flowing through me because I see it. I see it so clear. I see my future so clear. I see exactly. Now, of course, we plan and God plans, right? So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I can see it though. And all of the things that I've been thinking and doing is manifesting here, as you see. That's why we going all the way up like a turtleneck. But anyway, let me read some more of your questions, man. He said, what's good, G? What you want today? Oh, man, I'm just being a fake Muslim and a fake P and a fake businessman and a fake man and apparently I'm some fake guy, right? So we just talking about how fake I am. You know what I mean? He said, do me a favor. No favors. He said, yo, what's good, fam? You're a beast lyrically. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that, Toby. Big Time 717 says, pray for my epilepsy. Absolutely. May Allah, okay. I'm saying a prayer for you right now. Say a prayer for you right now. Astaghfirullah. If my format is not good, we're going to say a prayer for you right now. Let's see, what's your name? Big Time. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, be with brother Big Time. Allow him to overcome his epilepsy and live a healthy and fruitful life from him and his family, if it's your will. Ameen. And you know what I learned too? That's ironic. You're not supposed to pray for people that don't believe in God. But being that you said pray for me, that means you believe in God, hopefully. And even if you is trolling, I'm not. Hello? So, okay. He said, what about Dolph, G? The niggas that killed him, RIP, Dolph, he was too young to die, but you cry about getting attacked. What are you talking about? Where I cried about anything? What are you talking about? I cried about getting attacked? First of all, who attacked me? Who attacked me? Like, this is what I mean? Y'all just be saying anything. Like, what? How did you even get that out of anything I said? Because I said I've been stabbed 5 times? I said that in the midst of like 7 other things. And I'm only saying that, stop, Sherry. And I'm only saying that to make the point that if I would go through all these things and never use any of these things to glorify or try and seem tough, how am I trying to look gangster? How is that a thing in your mind? Okay? Players are not trying to look gangster. We're trying to look like we don't have problems. We want a woman to come over here. Women ain't coming over here if they think there's gonna be shootouts. Like, y'all not getting it, bro. Y'all think y'all group it all together. The nerds that don't know about street life, y'all group it together to think that if a man is trying to look, he's trying to look tough, so that this y'all don't get it. That's not a thing in the mind of a P, bro. That's the last thing I care about is trying to look tough. I just mean it. I am tough. Like, and it's weird for people to try and act like somehow I'm not when my life has been way tougher than I wanted it to be. Okay? I had a very, very, very rough life, even though I had a very blessed life. So that's all it is. Life is serious. It's a reason why that's the slogan, bro. Okay? It's not because I feel a way or I want to be looked at some way. I'm literally addressing things the way they are. And like you said, I do need a therapist. So this is my therapy. Who goes to therapy to lie? Who lays down on the couch and then just makes up stuff to tell the therapist? You want to tell them the truth. You want to get that off your chest. You want to feel better. So sometimes I do talk to y'all and I vent to y'all. And that's why I said I'm the drunk uncle at the cookout now. Because I don't care no more. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. You like it, not like it. Usually it's going to be inappropriate, but usually it's going to be some real shit. So you got to stop. Stop trying to pull me down and just accept the fact that even though I'm 40-something, I'm still going up. Just come along for the ride. Learn from me. Learn from my pain. Learn from my downfalls. Okay? That's it. Hey, Jones, I want to talk to you live. Let me know if any way I could do that. We're going to do something like that, actually. We're going to do some Q&A. You know what I'm saying? We have some people come up and just chop it up. You know what I mean? By the way, shout out to my brother Sam Scarfo. Happy birthday to him, man. We was outside for him today. And I'm about to hit him back up. And I'm gonna probably roll up on my boy, man. But if y'all know anything about Jersey battle rap, Jersey rap in general, Sam Scarfo is the reason why I started, battle rap at the Fight Club. Because I saw that $10,000 on the table. And I was like, you about to leave with that? Right? So, y'all don't know my friends, but my friends are some of the most, my friends are some of the most solid niggas ever. You know what I'm saying? Sam Scarfo is somebody that is a legend, and if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, happy birthday to my brother. That's where we just came. Shout out to his family, his beautiful children. That now he's got 2 sons that are both directors in film. Beautiful daughter that's about to be a doctor. You know what I'm saying? This is how we kicking it, man. Big pool with the family, his dad, his mom. You know what I mean? My boys, his boy. We family, bro. Jersey Goodfellas, for real. You know what I'm saying? And together, when you see us together, that's power. That's real power. Forget all this cap and all this other stuff that they talking about in the battle rap world and all that, man. We in real life, and we real men, and we real brothers. You know what I'm saying? And we real Muslims, those of us that are. And I'm definitely not the best Muslim at all. I got so much work to do. But one thing, Islam does not say you gotta let people play with your life, play with your business, and not do anything about it. There is nothing in Islam that says that. He said Muhammad got wolf love. Astaghfirullah, but wolf love. Wolf means we only love family. That's what wolf stands for. So of course, Muhammad and the companions were the definition of that. You know what I'm saying? They were the definitions of that. He said, I'm going through that right now. Hey, well, hold your head, man. He said, do you read? Did you read that, Jones? I don't know what you're talking about. You said a bunch of stuff, and I responded to a bunch of it. I can't respond to all your only things, brother. He said they fought together as brothers, as warriors. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But nobody said, oh, this is not Islam. This is not righteous to fight. Fighting is righteous. God does not. First of all, if you abandon the fight, it says you're not getting to heaven, bro. This is what I don't think people understand. A lot of y'all think being a coward is acceptable. Being a coward is not acceptable to God, bro. As far as his teachings say, you can't be a coward and be accepted by God. So why do y'all think bitching up is righteous? It's not righteous, bro. Y'all don't get it. Y'all let these other people that give y'all spiritual misdirection and make y'all believe in things that is not the way it's supposed to be. We have a way to be, and this is the thing, right? This is why I believe in game, and this is where I believe in my program and the way I live, and anybody under my roof and under my program is going to live this way, okay? Hello? We believe in the original way the original man is supposed to live. A black man 2,000 years ago, what you think he would look like? He wouldn't look like a house and a picket fence and a wife and a dog and a couple kids. No. He would have 100 sheep, maybe 40 horses, 200 chickens, 50 acres, 4 or 5 wives, 7 kids, 8 kids. Hello? A ship. He has fields where he grows his food, his potatoes, his rice, his greens. Hello? This is what the average black man that was a boy, that was one of them niggas, that's what he would look like. Hello? That's the essence of a black man, of a black king in his real essence. That's how he was living and giving it up in Africa. Don't let them trick you into this, what I'm saying. Y'all believed and fell into this stuff. And again, I never finished stories. But I was telling y'all how my daughter was reading The Little Mermaid. And there was a part in The Little Mermaid where they said, a handsome, rich prince fell in the water and Ariel instantly fell in love. That's what the sentence said. Handsome, rich prince falls in the water and Ariel instantly falls in love. And wallahi, my daughter looked up at me at that sentence. And I was like, that don't sound right, right? And she was like, yeah, no. And I said, remember how me and mommy always tell you, because you're beautiful, it's not just you beautiful, you're smart, and it's who you are inside, right? And who you are as a person, right? And she was like, right? Even my daughter, she was only about 4 or something. Even she knew this shit don't even sound right. What they trying to brainwash us into thinking love should look and smell and be like. Hello? So a lot of y'all can learn a lot from me, bro. Instead of trying to pull shit down, learn some game. Learn how I'm able to move people. Anyway, that's why game is to be sold and not told. Hello? These motherfuckers don't appreciate it. That guy married, he friend kid? I don't know what that means. Man, I laugh my ass off every time you put your phone in the fridge, man. Hey, man, this is about to be a signature thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, we got to cool y'all out, man. Cool out the fridge with me, man. He said, man, all that is by America legal terms. Michael was kind of gangster when he changed his skin color. I can imagine you being a Mexican gangster. Okay, you just making stuff up, but that's fine. Actually, the Mexicans love me, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see if I can be, hold on. Let me see if I can be a Mexican gangster. Hold on one second. Let me see. Orale, Holmes. What's up, fool? No, these fools keep coming around, ye. They told him, fool. Yeah. If fools come around here, we're gonna blast them, eh? Yeah. Shout out to my Mexicans, though, babe. I like how they be walking when they be like this. What's up, Holmes? What's up, Holmes? You good, eh? All right, Holmes. Niggas whole shit is like, why is it gotta be connected, right? Like a nigga can't move. It's like an action figure. Remember the action figures you used to have to turn? That's how Mexican parts be like, nigga turn around like this. What, fool? Shout out to my Mexican gangsters though, babe. You know what I'm saying? Sureños, Norteños, you know what I'm saying? La M, you feel me? 18th Street, you know what I mean? All the way down to, you know what I'm saying? El Salvador and all that. Men are meant to be kind, mankind. That's kind of deep. I like that one. I like that. I'm working on my kindness, man. I'm working on that. He said, who's that, Logan? I look like Logan? I'm like a black Logan? Take that, Wolverine. If you haven't already, hit that like, man. Even though we finally way over people than likes. But make sure you hit that like if you haven't already, all right? He said, talk. He said, fears, not every parent can raise decent kids. Yeah, that's true. Why do you feel entitled by having multiple wives? Why do I feel entitled to having multiple wives? Okay, well, one, that's a good question, love. And I didn't say that I do feel entitled to have multiple wives. But why Muslim men, why that even became a thing, is because one, war, right? There was and is a shortage of men. So how are these women being taken care of? How are these households being taken care of? And the irony is, it's still that today, right? Because look at what's going on in the black community. Hello? Look how many black men are incarcerated instead of in the household, raising their children, right? I'm a father. My daughter's not in my household right now. That's crazy. I love my daughter more than anything. So it's clear that this is the way the system is. The system is designed to take the black man out the household, man. And unfortunately, our women be helping the system, bro. Our women help the system because they replace us with the government. They're the ones that pay your health insurance or this and this and that. So they automatically put you on child support. They automatically do this. They automatically take you out of like that's what the government does. They automatically emasculate the black man by taking care of your woman and keeping you out of the whatever. When you even go to court for your kids and all that shit, 9 times out of 10, they not on the man's side. So, to answer your question, why do I feel entitled? I don't necessarily feel entitled, but the reason why I know that not only am I deserving, but that's just a beneficial thing, is because I'm able to properly lead. I'm able to positively lead. I'm able to take that energy of this woman, take that energy of this woman, and actually use them to help not only each other, but me, okay? To help this generational wealth that we are going to build. Not every man is qualified to do that. I'm qualified to do that because I've been in that type of lifestyle for over, I don't even want to say how long, but that's been my life. So that's why I'm qualified to do so, because 9 times out of 10, that woman is going to have a better life, a more productive life, a life full with more love, a life filled with more adventure, a life filled with more knowledge, wisdom, and just ability to grow than if she was with 90% of other men. So if she's more concerned about just being the only woman, and this is a sticky situation as a father of a daughter, right? But if she has a feel like she, meaning a woman that wanted to be with me, then I've been through this, the irony. If she feels like she should be the only one, like you don't need no other women if you got me, then you should be able to produce at a level to where you're right. If you can show me in actions that it makes more sense to only put my energy and my time and resources into you, instead of saying, okay, look, I'm a king. I'm an abundant man. It will help me and it will help everybody around if we have more energy and more loyal, dedicated support in this household than just me and you. This is better for the kids. This is better for our business. This is better for our generational. This is better for our bloodline. We don't think in bloodlines anymore. We thinking for me, you, we just thinking for our lifetime. We're not thinking for our great-grandchildren and what our decisions and what our life's going to mean to them. The average woman don't give a damn about none of that. She cares about what she going to get, how she going to feel, and her just feeling like she got her own man and that's it. He's mine. I don't got to share him, but this is the cold game, baby. 9 times out of 10, you sharing that nigga anyway. The problem is if you got a square instead of a boss, instead of a real P, instead of a real one that stands on truth and is proud to share truth with you, then you're getting cheated on. So I don't understand this about square women. Why do you think it's better to get cheated on than it is to get to share your man with maybe one or two other women? If your man is the type of man that is what I'm talking about, then he's not going to want a whole bunch of women. I don't want a whole bunch of women, bro. Respectfully, I don't. I don't trust y'all species like that no more. I don't want them around me. I don't want a whole bunch of it. No, I don't. I want mine. I want a few of my own. That's it. Couple nice flavors of, I got a little mocha chocolate. Right now I got a little short Corby one with dreads and a bubble. I have another one that's a little French vanilla with, you know what I'm saying, a little cream on the side. You feel me? That's how I'm on it. I don't want to just dip my stick in all type of everywhere. It's dangerous out here, bro. And if you thinking like that, guess what? You never had no bitches. These niggas ain't never had no bitches. That's why they're so still excited about vagina. When in reality, when you're somebody like me, you've had to look at vagina in a whole different way. To the point where your relationship with it will never be the same again. Yeah, I will never think the same way as one of y'all squares about a woman and sex and any of that again. So for me, yes, I need a woman that not only understands the value of my brain, but knows my nigga got so much game, I want him to give some of this to another woman. Because if he could do this with me, imagine what he could do with somebody else. I want the woman that wants us to be abundant. Not that she's so selfish that she would rather not have this other woman that she knows could bring $500,000 into this household every year. Just because she want to feel like she the only one. Just because she'd rather get lied to and cheated on than be woman enough to accept the fact that, like, nah, this is the reality. But a nigga could just lie to you for 10 years or 11 years or 15 years, and then you'll just get divorced, ruin your kids' lives, right? Because you're not woman enough to accept that a man wants to physically be with more than one woman, bro. That's his urges. That's the way men was designed. But you will break up your whole household with a good man that loved you, took care of your kids, took care of everything because he stuck his penis in another woman. You will ruin the futures of your whole household just because of that. I can't relate to that, personally. I don't. Instead, John talking crazy about he want the fade. What? I don't know why he would say that, but he don't want that. And if that's the case, I don't know. I'm not giving him no fade. You want a fade? For what? That's what I'm saying. These dudes is weird, bro. I hope he didn't say that, bro. I hope you just saying that. I hope you trolling. Because how could you want the fade for me telling the truth and saying that, bro, you just didn't do right by me. Now you want to beat me up because you didn't do right by me? These battle rap niggas is crazy. They just don't want to look bad. You want to do bad, but not look bad. All right. You want to get away with doing me wrong and not have to answer for it. Right? Or you want to fight me because you did wrong. Okay. This is what I'm saying. This battle rap world is crazy. Who are these guys? Like, who are these people? I don't know who raised these people. And actually, the sad part is I do. And I met John John's dad, and he was a cool dude. We was vibing. Why would you do this? You're just embarrassing yourself and your family for real, bro. Because you got good people in your life, and you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got good people supporting you. Your mom, dad, they're supporting you. And you busy finessing people and lying and playing games. And then mad when you get called out for it. That's sad. But yeah, you can run up on me if you want though. But yeah, nah. That's not a situation where you could say you want to fade and I'm like, okay, cool. No. You want to fade because you mad. You want to fade because of some shit you did. You already did some sucker shit. How you want to ask me for a fade? We ain't got a disagreements. We ain't got no disagreements. That's not how it work. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it work. You get butt hurt and then, I want to fade. What? But run up. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. Run up. But I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that's sucker shit, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know that you said that though, so Speed Dollar, I don't know you to lie, Speed, so I hope you not doing that. But hopefully he didn't say that, okay? He said, tell the Arabs they do the same thing as the Africans. See how that makes them feel. I don't know what that means. He said, yes, you are. Gia Jolie says, yes, you are. Yes, I am what, baby? A couple years, Sherry gonna have a special day of birthday. She don't want to help to get there. Sherry is about to be 2 years old on August 20th. We need to get back at Hoffa. No, bro, y'all are slow. Some of y'all, I don't understand. Bro, we got back at Hoffa years ago. There's video of it. He's admitting it. He's showing the purple shag on the back of his head. I see it a million times. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all still talking about, like, y'all want to believe so bad that that's the type of person Jones is? To not get back? That's not a thing, bro. Y'all don't have no dirt on me, bro. Stop trying to act like you got it. You don't. A sucker punch and a nigga almost died behind it. That's it. I told y'all I was in front of niggas' crib. Nigga, I told y'all like, 2 people went to the hospital. I went live with the niggas that went in the hospital. What more do you want? What more do you want, bro? You want them to go? Is that what it is? You really want them to go? If y'all want them to go so bad, you'll do it. I already won the situation. I got 25 more racks out of it. Humiliated him. Went upside on his head. He had way more pain to go through than I did, right? With that fucking big ass purple thing, he got a headache for at least a week. He snubbed me. I ain't even have a busted lip. I did a video right afterwards. Y'all seen the video? I'm like, yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? He did da-da-da-da. We gonna handle it in the streets, da-da-da-da. I ain't even have a busted lip, bro. Why do you think I care about that shit? Y'all niggas is still like, it's sad that this is what y'all trying to boil my legacy up to. And this is where it makes me to the point where I'm like, I need to leave this battle rap realm. Because it's full of a bunch of weirdos that don't live real life. Because clearly, again, we just seeing another scenario. You said you owe us nothing. I know. He said you need, okay, some of y'all are doing negative weird stuff. I'm gonna tell you like this. 24 hours, this is what I'm gonna do for y'all. Because I know it's some of y'all that really don't understand the protocols here, that don't understand the caliber of man that I am. So I'm not going to take it personal. I'm not going to get butt hurt, right? But what I am going to do is tell you this. If you troll in a negative fashion, I'm going to put you in timeout for 24 hours, okay? And after that 24-hour period, you come back to Jones land and violate any of our policies. The only policies and rules here in Jones lands, and if you are a Jonesian, right, then there's no calling Jones a liar. There's no that, bro. Because on my daughter life, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's not helping me. That's not helping anything we're trying to do, okay? This is an open and honest place, okay? That's what this is about. We can build with each other. We could talk about life. This is therapy. This is pure. I'm gonna keep this pure, yo. I'm not gonna soil my shit up. I don't know what they talking about. This is pure and it's gonna stay that way, all right? Period. So if you call me a liar, you're getting blocked. That's it. Simple. Because that just means you evil. Because I really don't lie, bro. So if you think I do, you just a demonic person or something. You just got negativity in you because you want to believe something bad about me so bad. It's like, why? This is fun to me. What the fuck am I lying to y'all for? This is fun. I'm literally in here sharing life with y'all, bonding, learning stuff about myself, and we talking, all that. This is like, come on, man. Just say you're evil and negative and you want to try to ruin what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening. People seeing us go up and they're trying to stop it. That's all. He said he want to fade. I hope you ain't say that, brother. What's up, J. King? I see you. He said, ha, exactly. He said, thank God both my parents were married and in my life. Time to grow up, Jones. What am I not growing up about by saying that I'm not a square? What is it? This is what I'm saying. Some of y'all just don't get it. You are brainwashed. I'm not, brother. Okay? I was raised with knowledge of self. I know exactly the type of way that I need to function and the type of women that I need in my life. I don't need that. Okay? I went to jail and almost lost my life behind a square that I loved. What you mean time to grow up? I went to jail for literally bringing flowers and money and presents to my child. That's what I went to jail for. What's not growing up about? Like, y'all don't get it, bro. This is growing up. This is the grown version of me. This is the crystallized version. Y'all just don't, some of y'all are just dumb, I guess. And you're just not gonna get it. But no disrespect. It just is what it is. I don't know who this guy, whoever this from the trap person is, like you really are committed to being a hater. I gotta applaud your effort. Every day you're tweeting about me, you're blogging, you're doing all this stuff just to spread hate. You're showing me and you're motivating me because you're showing me how much the devil is committed to my mission. You're showing me how much y'all want to take me down. So I'm not even gonna block you. I'm gonna let you sit right there and hate. All right, I'm gonna let you sit. I'm gonna let you stick around. Just because you spend the time and the energy every day to comment on my shit, to leave posts, to keep posting that math punch like we don't know what the fuck happened to him after. Like you keep doing the same stuff. So I'm gonna let you do it because all you're doing is reinforcing and motivating me to just keep shitting on y'all. That's why I keep buying new shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to bust this whole shit down this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put a whole bunch of diamonds in here in the back. I'm about to start doing dumb shit. I'm about to start balling all over y'all. Pause. I'm about to start balling everywhere, just doing dumb shit. Watch. New cars, new everything. I'm just, all right. Thank you. Thank you for the motivation. But you know. All right, couple more questions and I'm gonna get up out of here on y'all. He said, fam, it was 200 people in here 20 minutes ago. Switch the topic. Well, actually, it was 400 people, and we don't switch the topic 4 or 5 times. So what are you talking about? Like, you left and came back, and you think you know what's going on. Like, shut up. Y'all niggas is all weirdos. Ew. Not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all. Anyway. He said, my man said he needed Advil extra strength. Yeah, he needed that. He definitely needed that. What did Mav's friends have to do with anything Mav Hoffa did? The sucker shit, not his friends, so why they get beat up? Well, this is what I'm saying. Some of y'all are really civilians and don't understand the basic laws of life. But okay, first of all, if you stand next to my enemy, you are my enemy. Duh. You don't know that? You don't know that? Somebody throws something at you from across the street and is standing with a bunch of other people and they don't walk away from him, they are standing with him. They are approving of him doing something disrespectful to you. Because otherwise, you wouldn't be with that nigga. So you fuck with him, you duck with him. Fuck is you talking about? Anyway. Mr. Busher from Inglewood said you were a punk in school. Is that true? He definitely never said that because Mr. Busher is one of the people in my life that literally, first of all, that's my cousin. Second of all, that's one of the people that really was one of the good black role models in Inglewood that really actually motivated and inspired us to actually be better. And I'm gonna tell y'all a real story about that, right? See, this is what I mean. It's impossible. It's impossible to try to find some dirt on me, bro. But if y'all gonna keep trying, then fine. That just all y'all saying to me is, fuck them niggas. That's all you saying. All you telling me to do is basically say, fuck them, bro. They're all evil. Don't even care. Never try to keep it real with them. Fuck them. Take their money and tell them SMD. That's what you're telling me, basically. But I'll give you a real story about Mr. Butcher so you'll understand how capped that is, right? And this is just for the other people. So this is what I'm doing if y'all haven't been paying attention. Because some people be like, why you be responding to trolls? No, what we're doing is we're trolling the trolls. But we're using the trolls as examples of how to spread truth. We're using the trolls. They be alley-ooping the points for me. They be making it easy, right? So now that you just said Mr. Butcher, perfect. Let's talk about a real story from Mr. Butcher in Inglewood. Mr. Butcher was only my coach in 8th grade basketball. Only time he even coached me. So I was in middle school then. Okay. If anybody knows anything about my family, they know my mom is Miss B. She was a teacher in the Inglewood school system. Okay. My pops has the same name as me. He's Big Salim. Everybody knows my pops. He's an OG from Harlem. He's never been somebody to play with, nothing like that, right? I have two little brothers, right? We are the Bligent Boys. We are known as the Bligent Boys in Inglewood. Nobody has ever played with the Bligent Boys. That has never been a thing. But ironically, I did have to fight a lot growing up because I wasn't a punk, but I was a nerd. I was a nerd by choice. I didn't want to be a gangster. I never wanted to be a gangster. That was never attractive to me. You know what I always wanted to be? A player. If you go back and look at the pictures, go back and look at my yearbook, go back and look at the pictures when I'm a kid. Matter of fact, this is why you gotta love the truth, man. Because I could just back out the pictures. I'm gonna show you what Serius looked like when he was 14 and 15 and 16. You tell me if you see a punk, right? But you could never be that in the Bligent family. I couldn't lose a fight, bro. I could not come home if I lost a fight. I would get fucked up. Are you crazy? Like, what's wrong with y'all? So this is a real story about Mr. Butcher. When I was in 8th grade, we had a crew. Anybody that knows anything about, Inglewood knows in our era, we was the niggas. We had a crew where we used to basically go and ride dirt bikes. We used to have the pit bulls. We used to have our fashion sense was we had people dressing like us. This tattoo right here. The whole hood got this tattoo. It was a certain shit that I was doing and my boys were doing that was influencing other people, right? So we started tagging. We started doing graffiti. This is in 8th grade, mind you, right? 8th grade, we got our bikes, we got our dynos and GTs, and we just going around tagging. Inglewood has these brooks that go underneath the city with these walls and shit, right? One of them called the V8 wall, and it's like, cause it's leaning, right? And we would go after school, get on our bikes, and I had this bag that was like basically like my bad bag. Like if I'm going to do bad, I got this bag. I had my spray paint cans in there. I had my weapons or whatever if I had it. I had a ski mask in there, you know what I'm saying? And if it was time, we out after school, I'm gonna go home, hop on my bike, grab my bag, and we mobbing, right? So after practice, we leave practice like 4:30, right? 3:30, it was like we had an early practice in like an hour. So I left, and my niggas like, yo, we out. We about to go tag up. We about to mob. All right, boom. We mobbing. We on the bikes. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's weird. My crew was all hard body niggas. Shout to Sekou, Spence, Rick, Mike, you know what I'm saying? Ant Live, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, these was my niggas, and we was all the top of the food chain niggas. So where did you come up with any of this, right? And this is when I'm in middle school, right? We didn't even get to high school. We was already them niggas. So we going to tag, you know what I mean? My tag used to be parquet, right? Because butter was cool back then, right? So I'm like, well, I'm gonna be parquet, right? And then DJs, my cousin, shout out to my cousin Bobby that just came home from the feds recently, beautiful new son, JoJo. This was my big cousin, bro, that really just, the first person that gave me a 40. The first person that put me on the Wu-Tang and Method Man. The first person that really showed me about girls. You know what I'm saying? This was the first people that, I started learning about stuff from, my big cousins. And basically, he had gave me 2 turntables because his man was going away to prison. And he had this DJ equipment. So this was really the birth. Y'all don't be knowing all this. This was the birth of Serius Jones on some, but this was before that. I wasn't trying to be a rapper. I was trying to be a DJ, right? And I was DJ Parquet. So back in those days, in the early 90s, you multitasked. You were the same thing as a gang member if you had a crew, because y'all would have to go out in places and y'all would fight. Because that's how it was. We go to skating rink, there's going to be some niggas from Patterson, there's going to be some other people trying to try us. We got a mob. That was always part of it. We always, if you see my knuckle, you see nothing but scars and like, you can't fake the scars, bro. You can't fake the scars. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake the scars. You can't fake all this. You know what I'm saying? This shit is really my life. It's really what, you know what I mean? It's not something to glorify. This is just what it's been, bro. You know what I'm saying? And people that don't understand that, they're gonna go out of their way to try and create these narratives and make you know what I'm saying, somebody else. But for us, that's the way we grew up in Jersey in the 90s, bro. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal to not be a punk. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Who's raising punks? What type of family you come from where your mom is letting you get beat up and come home and not whooping your ass? I don't even understand that. But anyway, here go the story, right? You know I'll be long-winded, but thank God, because that's how I make money on this. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, that's part of the little cheat code. You know what I'm saying? Video longer than an hour and a half. Anyway. So, I get home about 6:30. My pops is like, so y'all teach y'all something about upbringing, bro. Teach y'all something about upbringing. He said, so where was you at? I said, oh man, we was at practice. He said, oh yeah? He said, how long ago was practice? Yo, first of all, be regular. I appreciate that super chat. I'm gonna get right to your question after I land this, all right? He got a question, did you and ARP ever make up? I got you for that, all right? You know you had to pay me to answer that shit now, but it's all up. I appreciate you, brother. And anybody else that want to send a super chat, get a question answered, let me know, because I'm about to get up out of here after this, after I answer the question. If y'all got any questions y'all want me to answer, I'm going to go through the comments. If you got any super chats or any love you want to give me to get into something specific, just let me know, right? It's easy. So, my pops is like, you sure? I said, yeah, I was at practice this whole time. He said, well, all right, my bad. It cut off, all right? So look, I gotta be quick because the phone's dying and it's overheating, right? So let me land the plane, right? So my pops was like, you sure? He's like, you sure that's where you was at? I said, I'm sure. He said, all right. He said, and I thought lying, right? My pops, I love you, daddy. I call my pops daddy still. I ain't got a problem with that. I love you, daddy. Thank you for raising me this way, man. Thank you, mommy. Thank you for raising me this way, right? He said, man, don't lie to me. We're not raising no lies. I said, I lied. I said, you can just call a coach. I'm telling you, call a coach. I was there the whole time, right? I could have just, I don't know why I did this, right? I could have just said, yeah, I just was riding my bike with the boy, but I was doing wrong. So I guess my guilty conscience, I didn't even want to say I was doing nothing because I'm out here breaking the law. Right? So instead of just saying something vague, my conscience was bothering me, so I couldn't even just say that. I was like, no, I was at practice, right? He's like, well, the problem is, I went by your practice. Because this is the type of pops I had. He was supportive. He might just show up. So he's telling, I went by your practice. You wasn't there. Y'all was gone. I said, oh, well, I don't know. I mean, you can call the coach. He said, what time was y'all there till? I said, I don't know, about 6 or something. He said, oh, you sure? I said, you can call the coach. He said, oh, yeah? Okay, watch this. He said, no, hold on. And I'm like, no, I'm just sitting. He's like, no. You said call him, right? All right, cool, right? My pop's the illest. My pop's a gangster. So he's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to call him, right? He picks up the phone. He calls him. And he's like, hey, Butcher. How you doing, dude? Okay, yeah. No, everything's good. Hey, question. What time did they get out of practice today? He's like, oh, about 4:30? Oh, they had an early practice. Oh, okay. No, everything's good. Yeah, no, he's right here. No, I just wanted to make sure, right? I think we had a little confusion, but now we all cleared up, right? And he looks at me like, I'm like, oh, shit. I don't know what he's going to do, right? My pops never put his hands on me for real. He never beat me. My mom's the one that beat me. My mom's wasn't playing that. And I would never say it like I come from an abusive household or something, but we was raised by the rod, bro. Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got real whoopings, like go upside the head with a pan, like all that type of stuff, right? So people don't understand that, but that's what it's about. That's why I'm violent in sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have that type of reaction where it seems like, bro, why would you go to that? It's like that's inherent in me. That's, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to reacting that way. I'm used to something flying at me. Oh, shout out to Miss B. Right? But my pops, he was the opposite. He was cool. He's the type of person where if he puts his hands on you, you're not gonna see it coming, right? Not only are you not gonna see it coming, it's gonna hurt. Like my pops is super heavy-handed. Shout out to him, my Uncle Greg. They are knockout artists. Like that's what they used to call them. They were knockout artists, right? So you said, what's the cash app? Oh, put the somebody type $the Wolf Way. All right, somebody type that in the chat. Normally we do that. My bad. I should have told y'all to do that earlier, and I'll pin it. $the Wolf Way is the cash app, bro. And I got you. But let me land this thing, and then I'm gonna get to your question right now because I ain't forget you, right? So, and then anything else you want to ask? $the Wolf Way. Yeah, thank you, Terrence. Thank you. I'm gonna pin it right now. All right. Boom. I just pinned it for y'all. All right. Appreciate it. Anybody want to send donations, anything? I appreciate you, right? So, boom. My pop says, "Okay, go upstairs." I try to explain. No, look, I'm seeing. He said, no, go upstairs. I'm like, damn. So now I'm in the room thinking like, damn, what this nigga gonna do, right? I'm like, oh shit. I know he's super heavy-handed. I know he's super unpredictable. So I don't know what he's gonna do. He's never really beaten me. He's never had to. All he had to do is slap you 2 or 3 times with that heavy-ass hand, and you don't want no problems out of Mr. Bligent after that, nigga. Trust me. So I'm like, I'm standing there in the room. He comes in the room. He's like, now peep the scene, right? He comes in the room. He's like this. I love you, Daddy. He like, so that's how you feel about me, huh? I'm like, what? What you mean? No, that's how you feel about me, right? I go out here. I work 2, 3 jobs, take care of you, your 3 siblings. You know what I mean? Pay this house. I barely sleep. I barely have any fun. I barely do anything but take care of y'all. My whole life, that's what I'm doing. And this how you feel about me? This how you want to treat me, huh? Like I'm stupid, right? Just lie to me like I'm a clown, huh? I felt bad. I felt like, damn. Hit me right where it hurts, right? Hit me right where it hurts. And then right after that, that's how he gets you, right? The art of war. The art of war. Almost said the Art of Word War, which is available right now. Make sure you get your copy. But yeah, the Art of War. Throw me off guard, make me feel guilty, just so because I know I'm about to get hit. But once you do that, my guard's down and I'm not timing it right. now your timing's off, right? Because he got you in your feelings a little bit. You like, oh, as soon as you hung, bow. So I'm like, bow, oh, right? He didn't just slap. This time it wasn't just heavy-handed slaps. Pop Dukes went all the way up top on my head top. Just all the way. Bing, boom, 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 boom. Threw me up against the wall like this. Bam! Threw me up against the wall. I'm boom, head hit the wall. Threw me on the bed, and I just slumped down on the bed like slumped down to the floor. And when I got up, when I looked up, my whole lip was like this. It was like this. This whole side was like that, right? Leaky, right? And I had like a little fake eye jammy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, and after that, he was like, don't ever treat me like that again, man. Don't disrespect me like that again, man. He said, don't lie to me. He said, now clean yourself up and come eat. And left. Do you know I have not lied to that man since? No. I don't lie to that nigga now. You got it, Mr. Bligent. I ain't never lying to that nigga again. After that, it was like, oh, nah. That was the most violent display of like, that nigga's different, bro. My part, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, you got it, Daddy. You know what I mean? Never lied to that man again. Salute to him, bro. But see, this is what I mean. So for y'all that would think I would lie to try and look away, I've already been taught that lesson as an adolescent. The fuck you lying for? Then I felt stupid afterwards because it was like, what you lie about that for? So afterwards he was like, so what you was really doing then? He didn't even care, right? He didn't even ask me all that before he whipped my ass. It was after. So now I gotta come down, sit and eat dinner. I'm sitting down, my brothers and them laughing at me under their breath. They see me all beat up and shit. I'm sitting there, fuck you up. real brother, sister Jersey shit. Y'all know about this life, right? Real 90s baby shit. 80s baby shit. They sit there laughing at me because I got fucked up, right? Right? I'm sitting there, shit, really trying to act normal. Everybody just quiet, looking down at the table over and over, laughing under their breath at me, right? And he's like, so what was you doing all that time? Well, I went to ride bikes with the crew, and you know what I'm saying? We was tagging. And he's like, so why you couldn't just say that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Exactly, stupid. Right? What the hell are you lying for? That's the point. People that lie for no reason, it never, like, it's always like, what are you doing that for, right? You never really win. People that do that don't realize, like, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, people say I'm delusional. If you want to call me delusional, that's cool, but you have to call me the delusional because I believe so much in myself. I have so much passion towards, you know what I'm saying? You could say, oh, this nigga swear he the best, he delusional, right? You could say that, but I could never be delusional because of the fact that I make up stuff, right? That's not the thing. Some people just don't want things to be true. They hate the truth. I'm a Capricorn. I love the truth. I love the truth. Even if it's ugly. Because you learn so much from it. You learn so much about yourself. And you learn a lot about other people. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even drink that much, you know what I'm saying, no more. I got me a little Pinot Grigio. I think I might take this Pinot Grigio and take it easy, though. Actually, I don't think I'm going to go outside. I went to see my brother Sam Scarfo with his family. Came through, showed some love, but I honestly don't think that I should stay outside. I don't think I should go outside. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to cool out. That's what my instincts, my pimp instincts is telling me. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get to your question. My bad. I'm sorry. I did forget about the super chats. What the hell's wrong with me? Right? Nigga get some money and stop caring, right? My bad. All right, boom. So you said ARP question, and then just smacking them ask you if you were cool with math bum ass flipping the coin. If they did you agree? Okay, boom. All right, one. This is the situation with ARP, okay? From the beginning, I told you I'm the drunk uncle, man. And ARP, you ain't gave me no money in a while, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I don't anticipate nothing no time soon, so fuck it. I'm telling them. Alright, I'm having too much fun with this shit now. Alright, so look. My shit's still on 5%. I hope it don't die on y'all. Alright, if it does, I'm a, you know what I mean? Okay, boom. From the door, the first RBE event I've ever been to, I had to pay. I paid at the door to get in, right? Shata, his brother, whoever that nigga is sitting there trying to say it like as if it makes sense. Like, you know how, all right, y'all still there? See, that's why I rock with y'all, man. Yeah, y'all still there. That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, I got you, right? So, boom, from the door, Art was kind of coming weird. Shout at them, they was on some other shit. They actually trying to get me to pay to walk in. I'm like, damn, all right, cool. I paid, right? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm supporting, right? Come through supporting. I was going to pay anyway, but it was weird that they was really acting like, yo, hold up, when I walked in. Like, oh, all right. So I paid them to walk in the event, right? ARP was trying to convince me, when he first started hitting me up, he was trying to convince me that, shout to the girl Goddess, right? He was trying to convince me that that's the battle that the world wants to see from me, right? He be talking as if he's smarter than everybody. Like he really thinks that his little snake oil salesman pitch be like seeming like slick, when it really just seems like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm telling you, brother, this is what's going to change the game. This is what you need. This is what the world really wants to see. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you and Gaddis. And I'm like, bro, respectfully, I never had heard of Shorty. And I seen that, and then eventually I saw that one battle where she got busy on, where she had the little Tomb Raider stuff on or whatever, right? But I'm like, bruh, in my mind, I'm like, what's wrong with this guy, right? Like, why does he keep talking to me like I'm not me, right? Why is he dealing with me like I'm not me? Then I realized, man, maybe I'm not me to him. Maybe he really is not a Serius Jones fan, right? Don't get who I am to the world or my legacy or nothing, right? So then he hollers at me with the Puerto Rican. Right? He comes at me with the Puerto Rican after that. Right? Damn, this shit's about to die again on y'all. Hold on. Hey yo. Hey yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I love y'all. Damn, it's still down there 50 people right here, right? Alright, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop this live, right? And I'm gonna make a new live specific